Imagine being fined for not practicing archery on Sundays, or being arrested for kissing your spouse in public. Strange. True. Welcome to history's weirdest laws that will make you laugh, gasp, and wonder, who on earth thought this was necessary? 1. Mandatory archery practice, England, 1541. In 1541, King Henry VIII passed the Unlawful Games Act, not content with armies alone. He demanded that every able-bodied man practice archery every Sunday. Bows had to meet minimum-size standards, and missing a session could cost you a fine or worse suspicion of disloyalty. Archery was England's first line of defense, and the law made every village a mini-military training ground. Imagine being scolded for skipping target practice while your neighbors hit bullseyes. Archery practice could even interfere with church attendance, which often created tension between civic duty and religious observance. 2. Banning witchcraft, England, 1736. By 1736, superstition had a legal twist. England's Witchcraft Act made it illegal to claim supernatural powers. Why? Authorities feared fraud more than magic itself. So, someone claiming to cast spells could now be prosecuted not for harming people, but for pretending to have mystical powers. Jean Chenu, a local historian, notes that this marked a shift from fear to reason. The government wanted to protect citizens from charlatans rather than hunt real witches. Some prosecuted witches were actually clever herbalists, blending medicine with superstition. This law essentially criminalized marketing magical cures. 3. Snake handling in church, USA, 20th century. In certain Appalachian communities, handling venomous snakes during church services was considered a sign of faith. However, states like Tennessee passed laws banning snake handling after numerous fatal bites. Interestingly, the law didn't stop the practice entirely. Churches adapted, using mock snakes or plastic versions for ritual purposes. This clash of religion, folklore, and law reflects America's ongoing debate over personal freedom versus public safety. 4. Dragon slaying, England, 1400s. Yes, dragons. While mythical, a 15th century English law fined anyone killing dragons? It's likely symbolic. The law aimed to protect lands or livestock associated with the crown. Historical records suggest it also discouraged vigilante knights from unnecessary violence. Today we laugh, but imagine reading the legal code and seeing a penalty for slaying a creature that probably never existed. Medieval law often blended fantasy with reality, showing how imagination influenced governance. 5. Cheese rolling, Gloucestershire, 19th century. Every spring, villagers raced rolling wheels of cheese down steep hills. Injuries were common: broken limbs, sprained ankles, and occasional concussions. Local authorities considered banning the event multiple times, but ultimately relented. The lore lack of one shows how communities valued tradition over safety. Today, the festival is a global spectacle, yet the law reminds us, fun sometimes defies regulation. 6. Spying on neighbors, USA, 1950s, during the Cold War. Paranoia about spies led to laws encouraging citizens to report suspicious neighbors. Some towns even had official forms to submit reports. While intended to protect national security, these laws blurred the line between civic duty and privacy invasion. Families became wary of even casual greetings, showing how fear shaped everyday life. Some neighbors were falsely accused for innocuous reasons, like buying too much sugar, revealing how rigid laws can spiral into comedy or tragedy. 7. Vampire hunting, USA, 19th century. In New England, tuberculosis outbreaks sparked a belief in vampires. Laws allowed exhuming corpses thought to be feeding on the living. Communities would burn organs or stakes to prevent further attacks. Jean Chenu's archives detail families vigilantly guarding graves, creating a mix of superstition, fear, and law. It's a chilling reminder of how human desperation can shape legislation. 8. Zombie apocalypse preparedness, USA, 2011. In 2011, the CDC released a zombie preparedness guide. Not a law, but it cleverly used pop culture to teach emergency preparedness. Citizens were advised to have water, food, and a plan for evacuation. While humorous, it succeeded in conveying serious advice. The government recognized that engaging storytelling could make mundane regulations memorable. 9. Banning armor in Parliament, UK. 1313, King Edward II banned armor in Parliament to prevent intimidation and potential violence. Medieval politics were ruthless, and armored nobles could dominate proceedings simply through presence. By forbidding armor, the law leveled the playing field, ensuring debates weren't influenced by the sheer threat of sword or shield. 10. Banning public theaters, France. 1548, King Henry II banned public theaters, fearing the spread of subversive ideas and gossip. The law reflects the power of performance as propaganda. While the ban was temporary, it influenced French theater for decades, highlighting how laws often tried to control culture, not just behavior. From archery fines to vampire hunts, history's weirdest laws reveal humanity at its quirkiest, most cautious, and sometimes most paranoid moments. They're more than legal oddities, they're stories of fear, creativity, and society itself.